Larry Dunn, big man, hitting high reps of 300 pounds on leg press. Impressive and very inspiring. Thank you for sharing your intimate ortho experiences. You helped me tremendously. At 61 years of age, one knee replacement 20 years ago, and a recent second scope on the other, plus multiple other ortho procedures. I'm back in the gym. Gratitude for putting your wellness journeys out there.
I actually trained legs yesterday. I went so 300 pounds on leg press is only like 345s on each side. It's like that's pittance.
Okay. But inspiring nonetheless for those that aren't
No, I mean, yeah,
considering it a
but for
pittance.
me, it's like fuck. I feel like I'm.
Twisted Radio. I'm sure Sean doesn't really care, but don't feel bad about falling out of touch. All of us fall behind eventually, and it's only a matter of time. Life will bury us before we go 6 feet deep. Our mindsets will build a wall up, and you will never leave. Yeah. I mean, I feel
If you feel that way,
my mind becomes more insular. I feel like, when I hear it, Kevin, when I can't relate to current media, music, and I hate that I hear myself say those things. But and I do it with wrestling every week. I was, I guess, called out last week for being too critical of today's product and trying to live in the past. And maybe it's true. I said I'm out of touch. I've aged out. When we talk about the yeet thing, I wasn't on the yeet train
well, I
with
mean,
everybody.
I think that you have to look at. I mean, I look at my life at 65 years old. So my life started with a really small black and white television, a rotary phone that you had to pay extra to have a private line. Um, you know, air travel was something you didn't do. And so then we jump forward and, we get Atari, and Pong, woo, you know. I mean, you look at everything you've went through in your life, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's. I remember one of my buddies who's always been, way ahead of the curve, always kind of a computer geek guy. And
An early adopter, Kevin, is what they're called.
what's that?
An early adopter.
No, this is a guy that before it was even a thought pattern in general was saying, someday people will buy houses on the internet. And I'm like, you're gonna buy a fucking $500,000 house and not fucking physically walk through it. He goes, yeah, people will do it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, get the fuck out of here. And people do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
What did he say?
what did he say?
Yeah, you were going to tell a story about him. What was that? It
Oh no, he was saying it. And I was just, and at that point, I don't think I'd sent an email yet.
Bill Moore, Big Kev, been a fan since day one. Just wanted to say thank you, and Scott for all the years of entertainment.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you for joining us. Kevin's on fire tonight, baby. Jen Vargo.
Oh no, baby.
This
I
is the
feel, I
stem
feel, I
cell
feel,
phase.
I feel tired today. I trained legs, man. I
Do
woke
you
up this
train
morning. My
legs?
my my lower back, my whole body. I was waiting for my wife to just finally just say, "All right, fucking uncle on selling the fucking how sore you are today."
Doing a lot of grunting there, Frankenstein.
We have because I've been getting up a lot earlier, so now like like she was downstairs this morning when I got up my call and she goes, you want eggs? I was just like there's nothing better than like when she's cooked me breakfast like 3 days in a row. I just like, oh, she made me Ezekiel uh low sodium Ezekiel toast. She had the coffee going. It was just like I came downstairs. He left my bed to come down and put a blanket on me like an old man and sit in my fucking recliner.
But you had
So
that home cooked breakfast. It's worth waking up for.
perfect too, like 8 egg whites and 2 yolks.
Who else is in the house here, Steve? What do we got? Send me somebody. Send me. Mark Caps. Kev, do you have any thoughts on the StrongLifts program?
I don't know it. I'm not familiar with it.
Gotta let us
I can look it up and make comment about it next week.
All right. We'll do that. Mark, we'll get back to you on that. Find out what it is. Ace Ramon, do you believe Dusty's story about David Crockett sabotaging the Shockmaster debut by having a 2x4 nailed to the wall where Fred was supposed to go through? He said he had no problems before. I did hear Fred talk about that there was a crossbeam, but I think to build that, maybe you needed the crossbeam.
I think
Again,
that
that's another conspiracy theory here.
Well, yeah, but anytime you make the decision to debut somebody with a stormtrooper helmet spray painted and sparkle,
Glitter.
you're already fucking you're starting at about a D minus. So
In that voice they had for him, I gotta say though, for years
that was Ollie's voice.
Oh, with a little effect on it,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I watched that for so many years and laughed, and then I met Fred Ottman. Is there a nicer guy
No,
than Fred?
he's the greatest guy.
He's so nice. I felt bad. Who else? Throw me somebody here.